Brilliant. Nice guitar.
Killer finish.
I'm most stoked about like playing number one, but number two, what I told you about having that hour-long conversation with Barney from Napalm Death, like my favorite, like honestly, top 3 favorite bands in the entire world.
So what are your top 3 favorite bands?
Napalm Death, Carcass, Slayer, Sepultura. So that's 4.
That's okay.
But it goes
Those
back
4?
and forth.
That's awesome.
It goes back and forth with 5, but those 3 for sure.
I would have never guessed that Sepultura was in the top for you that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, Arise. Like, so the reason, so I'll tell you the reason. So the reason I love those bands is because number 1, the riffs. Number 2, they were the first, like I got into grindcore, but Carcass and Napalm took grindcore and started like grooving with it. You know, so I'm like, oh shit, you know, It has rhythm. And then fucking Sepultura took me to another level with a rise.
Yeah.
Like a dead embryonic.
Yeah.
Dude. And
then
that's the best riff. It's the best riff I've ever heard in my life.
That little thing was such an inspiration for me too. Like where one guitarist is just doing one guitarist does that, and the other one comes in. Well, that's still going on. That was such a big moment for me as a young guitar player. Like, you can do stuff like that.
Yeah, you can actually do that.
Yeah, and so, I mean, we do stuff like that. You know?
So honestly, I mean, that's off the rip. Like thinking out of the box. Like one of my 3 favorite bands. If I could think about it, I probably
Morbid Angel would be up there. Right?
Oh yeah,
and you're big like Altars of Maven.
So I was all about
Madness,
Altars.
Right? Yeah.
I was all about what is it? Not Blessed. No, it was Altars.
Covenant?
It was Falling in the Rats or whatever that song is.
Oh, the song.
Yeah.
You'd always play that riff,
Yeah, I love Morbid. Yeah, bands like that. I remember. I think it was Record Exchange or something like that. I remember getting the cassette and trading for. It was weird back then. You know, you trade for cassettes and you get.
You lived on the east side, but do you remember Perry's Rock Pile?
Oh yeah, of course.
That was like the metal place to get.
Ascension would sell very well there, like he said.
It was a killer music store in Cleveland. A lot of Cleveland fans obviously will remember it and everything. But he was the type of guy, Perry, where you'd go in and like, at least for me, I'd get something. Oh, I'd ask you have this. You could also get 6 shirts there, and all that. But he was the type of guy where he'd give you some sampler. Oh, you got to check this out, and he'd show me like Bloodlet or something. He would push it. Like victory bands and stuff like that. And and I'd be like, whoa, and then I'd come back the next day and get I remember I bought Abomination there.
Hey, tell me about that. Did you know Ascension or?
Yeah, well, of course. We had been already going to see you guys, playing while you were touring on the Years of Fire stuff, and then we heard you were doing a record. So I went up there, got it, me and Horace, and we just went back out to the car and then just listened to the whole album in the car in the parking lot. Didn't even
just sat there.
Yeah, we sat there and just listened to the whole album in the car. And we were blown away.
Recently, So Chris and Craig and Big Metal Dave just hit me out there like, what do you think about doing another show? And I'm like, oh my God, it's so hard to even do Chimera shows. You're hitting me up now. I'm like, I don't know, maybe like give me till the 30th anniversary, because we're at the 28th or something, whatever it is. I'm like, I don't know. It's rough. It's hard enough for us,
Yeah. Yeah,
and there's no budget in that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it'd be just what do they call that? It would
be out of my pocket.
What do they call it? A passion project or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're doing it.
Which would be fun.
Would you assume it would be in Cleveland?
Yeah. It'd have to be for people to show up.
Yeah, there's some new venue that I can't remember what it's called, but I was hearing about it from Chris Zidbar at the Agora. Yeah, that they just converted some bowling alley, in Lakewood, into a new venue. And I think Earth Crisis is doing the kickoff show.
Oh, no, wait. I saw that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what it's called, but obviously I saw that, and then I fucking hit Horace up like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You get to see them again, because I haven't seen them in years. And I love that band.
But I think it's going to be like 1,000-seater or something, or is.
No way.
And which would be great because that'll kind of like replace the Agora Ballroom, which Zedbart was telling me they no longer do shows there at all.
Yeah.
So it's only the theater.
Okay.
So there really isn't. Peabody's is gone now. The Agora Ballroom's gone now.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's. You know, I guess the Odeon made some sort of comeback, but a lot of those other smaller places, like what's that one in Coventry?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of smaller. And
Grog
Shop. Yeah. Then there's that other one that we did like close to there where we did we played like an Infection show there. I remember it was the first time or maybe the only time we played Broken Glass. Oh, it was that MySpace show.
Oh yeah,
MySpace Sneaker show, but it wasn't very well attended.
Is that the only time we played that?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that show being
bust that out again.
Kind
That's
of
a good song.
Kind of dud. Yeah, Broken Glass.
It's fun to play.
Dude, it's hard to play. I think that's one of when people ask what's a hard Khmer song, I say Broken Glass because I think I did a playthrough for it. I know I did. I did a playthrough for it. Yeah. Dude, it took a ton of practice.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I honestly thought I was thinking to write a very difficult song with a lot of notes because.
You achieved it.
Because Rob writes that kind of shit, and I'm like, I need to write more shit like that. And that was the one song that came out, or the one riff that came out like that. I'm like, I need to keep
It's
up
a banger.
I need to keep up with Rob.
And I also thought the Infection needed a song like that, and it may kind of be like the only one
Yeah,
because it's a pretty slower, groovier album.
It made it different.
So there's to get a cut like that was cool.
Yeah, I think that Infection, looking back, Infection needed more like that, and not like that song, but more up tempo, because it was real slow.
Yeah,
real slow.
It was a different time period in the band.
Venom was great. It was fun to play, but. Yeah, I needed more. Like, when I played that on stage, I'm like...
I think it's a drag or two, sort of,
it's hard to... You can't move. You just kind of play.
Yeah.
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 And I've always been, especially now without hair, I feel even more slow. I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I'll say I like having the hair swinging around, even though I still wear a hat every night. But I let my hair down, let it swing around, and I like that feeling. It's cool. The only thing I don't like is it just constantly goes in my mouth. Did you experience that?
Oh yeah.
You must have.
Especially that length. When it was longer, it didn't. But yeah, for sure.
I miss your hair.
I do too.
I appreciate those years you had those flowing locks. Well, and another thing too.
Can you put a little rest in peace thing here right here?
Maybe I can. Yes, Matt's hair. Yeah, rest in peace. Oh, and brushing out those knots after.